Can you tell us what do you think of the event for tonight?
I think the program tonight organised by saya Anak Bangsa Malaysia is very good because they expose the young children to this whole concept of Anak Bangsa Malaysia, and it's very encouraging to see children speaking up on what they want for the future of Malaysia. So I'm very encouraged today by the performance I saw in the young children, and also I think the dialogue session to share our feedback on what we think about this concept of Bangsa Malaysia is enlightening. I've learned a lot from some of the comments made by people, and also it's really good to be in a place where you have like-minded people who share the same views, and this Bangsa Malaysia thing is something very close to my heart. As you know, I've attempted to register my child as Anak Malaysia, so I am just encouraged and blessed tonight. Yeah.
What does Malaysia Day mean to you?
I think Malaysia Day means a lot more to me than our National Day celebration on 31st August, and I want to see a Malaysia that is inclusive, and we promote more of the welfare of our friends from Sarawak and Sabah, and never to forget that they are part of us, because sometimes in Peninsula we tend to just focus on Malay, Chinese and Indian. We forget about our friends in Sabah and Sarawak. My dream for Malaysia, I want to see a Malaysia that is free from race-based politics and also free from corruption. Thank you. Thank you.
Programs like this need to happen a little bit more because you bring people together, you start conversations, and conversations lead to action. So you need to have people coming around sharing ideas, and it's very good to do that. Dan Lain-Lain, I think it's a good team. Lets you explore other things than just whatever is the norm. What does Hari Malaysia mean to me? Hari Malaysia means a lot of things. It's a date on the calendar. No, Hari Malaysia, I think it's a good, I don't like to be transfixed on dates and time and all that, but since you're asking, I think Hari Malaysia, or any hari for that matter, if you're Malaysian, you need to sit down and reflect. I think it's a good time to ask ourselves who we are, why we're here, and what we're doing, and then really get that why in place. And then if you know who you are, what you're doing, then you know what you're going to do. Then you know what to do next. I think there's a lot of things that have been happening. If I may share something from Rumi, which I quite like. Mevlana Jalaluddin Rumi was a Sufi poet. I don't know what they think about Sufis in Malaysia. In any case, he said that, you know, yesterday I was clever, so I decided to change the world. But today I am wise, and I decided to change myself. So I think Hari Malaysia is a good time for us to really think about who we are. What are we doing here? And after we get that answer, then we can think about what we'll do next.
To me, Malaysia Day is a moment of appreciation for the things that our forefathers do to get together for a political survival as a nation together.
Honestly, Malaysia Day for me is just a public holiday. But now I really think that we are trying to think about Sabah and Sarawak also, and like when we cooperate together to common mission.
What is your hope
I would like to see a Malaysia where majority thinks more about minority, and where we celebrate differences and we try to work together for a better Malaysia.
I definitely have a lot of wishes for Malaysia, but in the spirit of Malaysia Day, I hope that the political power of Malaysia can be decentralized for the states and to the district and ultimately to the people.
What does Malaysia Day mean?
Malaysia Day to me? It's actually quite a difficult question now. History has been very contested. Back in school, the significance of Malaysia Day was not really, it didn't really dawn on me because 31st August almost consistently, and I think almost always overshadows 16th September. Back in school, that was like 15 years ago, stuff like that. But then later on, when you start to actually analyze history and also get involved in a lot of things and read, listen to Farish Noor, watch Fahmi Reza's documentary, and also finally begin to, also when you're searching for your own identity and stuff, you begin to realize that there's much more to it. And the digging up of the history actually tells us that we are actually not, there's no reason to privilege Malaya when we are Malaysian, and it's an agreement between all of us, Sabah, Sarawak, Singapore back then, and Singapore went off on us. So really, if we are going to call ourselves a nation state Malaysia, and our home is Malaysia, then Malaysia Day should be a significant day as compared to 31st August in a sense. I'm not downplaying 31st August, no. It's significant as well because of how Malaya obtained its independence. But let's not forget that that's not the only historical moment. Even 10 years before 31st August, 10th October 1947 was Hartal, and prior to that, the Pelembagaan Raya. So many of these historical events have to be revisited.